everybody, and welcome to the Biggles Breakdown. Tonight, we're talking about Kingdom Hearts 2, and I have sometimes regular, pretty much, on the Biggles Breakdown. We got the Gaming Ronin.
Yo.
That's all he's allowed to say. He's just here for the looks. All right, he gets to be your eye candy, unfortunately for you. And then we have you guys' favorite mod, Chunk the Punk, who is also our lore master for Kingdom Hearts 2. So any questions, feel free to ask Chunk. All right, Chunk, go ahead and say hello.
Hey, you guys.
There you go. So we got Chunk, we got Ronin. I will go over the Ansem notes a little later, but let's kind of talk about Kingdom Hearts. This is the second game. We found out that Ronin likes to think I'm gay, so that's nice to know. But we kind of start out in Hollow Bastion, right? It's not till later that it gets renamed.
You start out in Twilight Town with Roxas.
Oh, yeah. So there we go. See, I'm already making mistakes about the game. So we start off as Roxas, who we don't know who he is yet, unless we played the previous game, right?
No, because Roxas doesn't appear in Chain of Memories.
Ah, okay. So we don't know who he is yet. And but I think when you pause the game, I think it does say it still says Sora.
I don't know.
Like in the beginning of the game, I think when you pause the game, I think it still says Sora. But I could be wrong.
I don't know. I never paid attention.
I'm wrong about most things I talk about when it comes to this game, so we'll just wing it, right? Because I don't remember most of their names, so it's a tragedy on its own. But we have we start off as a new character, Roxas, and then we get some other Final Fantasy characters. One of them is voiced by Will Friedle, who is the voice of my favorite Batman, Terry McGinnis. Also, the voice of Ron Stoppable and plays Eric Matthews in Boy Meets World. So that was he was kind of my comfort voice. And as soon as someone said that's who it was, I couldn't stop hearing his voice. And I think it was Chunk who told me that. So thank you, Chunk. And we have to beat each other up with these little blue sticks or whatever.
The struggle bats.
The struggle bats, yeah. And you have to join the ultimate struggle and win a tournament. So you just kind of like roll around this town as Roxas. And you get a skateboard, which was totally cool. And I redid the skateboard little mini quest like maybe 10 times.
Tony Hawk Pro Skater Kingdom Hearts 2 edition.
Yeah, exactly. And you could attack people on the skateboard, so that was super cool. We had to fight some bees. We had the stupidest mini game where we had to hit this thing up a slope, which was really dumb.
Oh yeah, the cart.
But yeah, I was like, oh, cool, we get a new character. I wonder if I get to change between these characters, and I really didn't. Once we defeated Roxas's part, we woke up as Sora after his year-long sleep, and we get a change in his voice. If you didn't play the other game, if you just went 1 to 2, you get a change in his voice, and you notice that Sora grows a little. So Sora hit puberty in between games, and yeah. So Chunk, tell us more about the beginning of the game.
Well, first off, I do want to say that, in my opinion, the prologue of Kingdom Hearts 2 is one of the best prologues ever, because you come into Kingdom Hearts 2 fully expecting just to pick off where Sora left off, and then you're introduced to a new character and you're going, what's going on? And yeah, I really love the prologue, especially when I was the right age at the time when I first played Kingdom Hearts 2. I was 14, and that prologue really resonated with me, and it still does. So, but yeah, you get introduced to Roxas and Axel, who we met in Chain of Memories. Really cool character. And then we go through a journey with Roxas, and then Sora's regaining his memories that he lost, and then he wakes up, and Roxas's summer vacation is over. So sad.
All he wanted to do was eat ice cream for 358 days over 2. So Ronan, what did you think of like the beginning of the game? Did you have fun?
Yeah, I like the beginning, especially using the skateboard to get to everywhere.
Mhm.
I did find it interesting, kind of, the play as Sora's nobody, especially since you're kind of used to just playing as Sora for the past 2 games, Kingdom Hearts 1 and Chain of Memories. Yeah, I like the prologue.
And that was part of the big revelation in the prologue when you get introduced to what nobodies are. Roxas is Sora's nobody.
And then we have his friends, one who I call Omelet, because I couldn't say her name correctly, so I kept calling her Omelet. And then, do you remember what I called her the next time around? What did I think her name was?
Oatmeal or something.
Oatmeal. Yeah, I was like, "Where's oatmeal?" and they're like, "I thought you called her Omelet." Yeah, that too. And then there was Pence and Hater. So those characters were fun. I wish we got to see a little bit more of them in 2. But yeah, so we wake up as Roxas and then become Sora, and we meet up with the gang again, Goofy and Donald. And I must say, Donald is less useless in this. And the controls are slightly better than 1. But I didn't like the change to the mana. What did you guys think about the change in the controls from 1 to 2?
I didn't mind the MP change. I found Donald to be more useless because he kept dying on me. Because you could change how the characters act in the first game. I mean, you can kind of do that in 2 as well, but I always found Donald dying a lot. It also doesn't help that Cure takes your whole MP. Fire, I do not like to change to Fire. That one I don't like. Because it's more just like 2 fire orbs that goes around Sora versus the 1 fireball from the first game and Chain of Memories. I want my normal fire back.
Chunk.
In terms of the controls, it feels a lot smoother than 1. Sora feels so much more responsive when you're issuing attacks or when you're guarding or whatever. It is a bit floaty at times. You'll notice that when you get knocked up in the air, you stay up there for a while.
Yeah, you just kind of chill there.
Yeah. As far as the magic goes, I've always been fine with it. I do kind of like Kingdom Hearts 1's magic a little bit better. But at least it's more. It's a little bit more simplified, because in Kingdom Hearts 1, how you had every single little bar to the MP gauge that you would have to fill up, and then you get 1 extra MP, then it fills up again, then you get another one. Whereas this one is you just start off with 100. When it gets depleted, it goes on a recharge. It is what it is. It's still good though, and it helps when you have like MP haste and stuff equipped. It recharges faster, so it's fun.
And then you get to Birth by Sleep, and you're like, "Oh my god, this is amazing! Why couldn't this be a 2 and 1?" Yeah. So, yeah. So the changes were a little weird. I do agree with you 100% that they were more responsive. Blocking was a lot better. I did enjoy the combat a lot more in 2 than 1. I just didn't like the mana change overall. One of it was because of Cure takes up your whole thing, and how often I had to use Cure in the first game. And then in 2, I'm just like, all right, I'll just block everything and roll and see if I can live, So there's just a change in everything. So getting used to changes in video games when it's a franchise, like when you go like Assassin's Creed 1 to 2 was so different that I was like, I don't like 2. And then I really started playing 2, and 2 started becoming my favorite Assassin's Creed game. And now if you play Assassin's Creed game, they're nothing like any Assassin's Creed game, and they're suck ass. So I'm glad Kingdom Hearts didn't do that. So we're good. When you use a sliver of MP left, you still cure to full life. Plus form gives you full. Yeah. That was cool. Like the forms. Okay, let's talk about the forms. Drug 3PO's Fedora brings up the forms, so I want to talk about the forms. What's your favorite form? Do you have a favorite form?
Final.
You're
Final
basic.
form.
You're basic.
It's the cooler one.
You're basic.
I don't care.
All right, what's yours, Chunk?
I mean, I like Final's design the most, but in terms of just the play style, I actually really like Valor and how you're channeling like Roxas's dual wield capability more in that form. I mean, you still kind of dual wield in final form and even master form, but it's just how the combat of Valor form works. It's a lot of fun.
Valor is also my favorite until I got to the very end of the game where I was like, I can't dodge anything. And I was getting annoyed because all he has is high jump. So I was, and you can't dodge. So I was just getting fucking bounced around. But it was my favorite until the end of the game where I had to deal with the stuff where I had to block or I would get molested. And I don't want to be touched in my no-no square. So we left Valor and I started using the one before Master Form.
Wisdom.
No, the one after Wisdom.
Limit form.
Yeah, Limit. I started using Limit because I like that. And then the anti-form was kind of cool, but I wish I could choose when I got to use it, Because I liked Limit because I could like spam certain abilities and they'd actually be good. So
anti-form got annoying when I was trying to level up all my other forms.
Yeah, you just go into it, and I like whenever I used it in a boss fight. So that's why. So okay, so that is why I use Stitch on the secret boss, is because anytime I transformed, I would get the fucking anti-form, and then I couldn't do shit because they would just fucking destroy it, and I'd be like, ah! So I was like, you know what? Stitch is my favorite character. I'm going to summon Stitch, and then he was like throwing heals at me. He was like regaining my mana. And I was like, oh my God, Stitch, you're fucking amazing. And I just kept rolling all over that guy like he was trash and kicked his butt. Is that the T character from Birth by Sleep?
I'm not denying or confirming anything. You'll just
it is because that's the same armor. Yeah, so we get that character by Birth by Sleep. And so far, Birth by Sleep is awesome, but this is about 2, so let's not get off topics, Biggles.
I also haven't played Birth by Sleep at all.
No one likes you, Ronin. No, I'm just kidding.
Fine. I see how it is.
So after that, we go straight to Hollow. No, then we go to Hollow Bastion, right?
Yeah.
Well, we spend a little bit of time in Twilight Town as Sora, and then we meet up with Mickey, and that's when we get sent to Yen Sid's tower, and he gives us kind of a exposition dump, and then we get our new clothes, which gives us our dry forms.
Oh yeah. And we get
the gummy ship, and then we go to Hollow Bastion. So
we get to meet Pete.
We meet Pete, yeah. Who's new to the series.
Which I almost bought a figure, but I texted Chunk, and he was like, "No, it's Pete. Don't get it." And I was like, "Okay." But the gummy ships, I'm glad you brought that up because now I didn't have to build one, and we all know how awful I was at building gummy ships. So we got to choose them. Now I had way more fun with the ships in this one than I did in the last game.
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah,
was so much more fun.
the missions almost play like Ratchet and Clank a bit.
Where you're just like going through blasting shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
a
I'll agree
lot
with
better
that.
than one.
Yeah.
And unlike Biggles, I built me a ship.
Yeah, whatever. I built me a ship too. It just looks fucking stupid.
Mine looked awesome.
So we get the new ships, and in the last game, it just kind of felt like you were just wasting time. Like it felt like you had to go for like 5 minutes. And this one, like it might have taken the same amount of time. I don't know because I was having a fucking blast the entire time I was on the ship. Then I was like, wait, why do I have to keep going back to these same things? Why can't I just play on the ship more? So like that was a huge quality of life improvements, huge for me, and I fucking loved it. You know, I was like, I can't believe this is actually one of my favorite parts of this game because I hated it so much in the first part or the first game. So yeah. Chuck, do you have anything to say on the flying?
Yeah, the gummy ship missions in Kingdom Hearts 2 are so much better than the first game. I think they got a lot of complaint. Well, I don't know because I don't know how internet worked, you know, in terms of communication with the fan base to um, the game designers, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm. Probably wrote angry letters.
Yeah, and it was one of the things in the first game that a lot of people kind of passed up on was the gummy ships. Nobody made new ships. Nobody really played the missions over and over again. You know, it's just kind of a thing. You just do it just to get to the next world, and then you never touch it again. But yeah, it was more of just an on-rail shooter that was a lot more fast-paced and a lot more fun. There was something else I was going to say about it. Oh, just the ability to just have these blueprint ships that you could just switch to. You don't have to create your own is a big boost. So yeah, huge quality of life improvement to that.
Definitely.
Oh, and let's not forget the two teeny ships you're gonna have alongside you too.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, we had teeny ships? Did I not pay attention to that when I played?
You
Maybe
must not have
not.
paid attention. You get two miniature ships that's like right there that can shoot alongside you.
Awesome. Typical Biggles doesn't pay attention to anything that goes around or that goes on. So then we go to Twilight Town, right? And Twilight Town is where we meet up with our Final Fantasy VII characters.
Hollow Bastion,
What did I say?
Twilight Town.
Fuck, yeah. Then we go to Hollow Bastion, which becomes... Oh, wait, that's not till later. We don't have to talk about that yet. So we go to Hollow Bastion, which is not Twilight Town, or Traverse Town, which if you watched my playthrough, I kept calling Twilight Town Traverse Town for about the first 7 streams. So we go to Hollow Bastion, and we meet our Final Fantasy friends. We see Cloud. We meet up with Merlin. We have the Winnie the Pooh book, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we just kind of go around killing shit in the city, and I don't remember what else happens there. So I'll let Chunk or Ronin explain.
We do get introduced to the remaining members of Organization 13. We don't see them when we first are introduced to them, but we can clearly tell that there are still, I think, 6 or 7 members left. So,
and my favorite character in Organization 13 is dead and not around, but you do get to fight her, and her fight was hard.
mm-hmm.
Biggles is a Larxene simp.
Ah, yes, the love of my life. Every time I had to hit her, I said I was sorry. Just kidding. She's not the love of my life. I don't have one of those. But definitely worthy of my attention in video game world. She's such a awful person, and I love it. But Axel's still alive, and Axel plays like a key important part for Sora, and I guess the cutscenes where they show Roxas as well. So my two favorite characters are awesome. So suck it. All right, so does nothing else really happen for Hollow Bastion? I don't remember.
That's it for now in the story. You just go there and meet up with the Final Fantasy VII characters, get introduced to the remaining org, and then you kind of just go on to the other worlds for a bit.
Sweet.
Oh, we did miss something. We did miss Maleficent returning.
Oh yeah.
Right when we leave Yensid's tower, we see that Maleficent is also back. So.
Oh yeah, and she's like bossing Pete around. How dare she? Maleficent is in too many of these games, you know. She's lame as fuck. Except when you get to beat her up as a dragon. Those are fun. I like beating up dragons. As a fantasy gamer, you know, I like beating up dragons. It's part of the things I love to do. So we go to either Mulan's world or we go to Beauty and the Beast castle. Now, for those of you that don't know, I don't know shit about the Disney princesses. Like, I don't know shit about Sleeping Beauty. I don't know shit about Snow White. And all I know is Gaston is the best character in all of the Disney princess movies because he says, books. How do you read this? There's barely any pictures, which is me. How do you read books if there's no pictures, right?
Biggles in a nutshell.
Right. So Gaston is awesome because books and there's not enough pictures. So yeah. So I decided, I was like, you know what? I love Mulan. Mulan is my second favorite Disney movie. Well, actually third now. It's Lilo and Stitch, then Hercules, and then Mulan. But it was originally Hercules and Mulan, and then Lilo and Stitch came out, and nothing else mattered, you know? So I was like, you know what? I want to go see Mushu. I want to go play Mulan. And then when we get to the world, there's that weird ass like system, like morale system, which just kind of drains if you're not like fighting. And I was like, what the fuck? And I failed the mission because I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. But once you get through that, the place is a lot more fun. But when you first meet Mulan, what's Shin, right? Ping. Yeah, that's right. Ping. Shin is one of the other is the leader, right?
I think so.
Yeah. Okay.
Don't know.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is fantastic and the best game of the series. Don't at me. That's what everybody's saying, you know. But right now, the controls in Birth by Sleep, I don't give a shit how good or how bad the story is. Right now, the combat in Birth by Sleep alone makes it my favorite game. But Kingdom Hearts 2 is fucking awesome. So I won't be upset and I won't at you for it, Rizzy.
I have yet to play Birth by Sleep, so I can safely say Kingdom Hearts 2 right now is the best, and Chain of Memories is the worst.
Yeah, easy. I gave up on Chain of Memories after like 2 fights, and I was like, nope, I'm over this shit.
I like Chain of Memories, but yeah, it's the worst one out of the 3 I've played so far.
So we go to Mulan's world, and when we meet Ping slash Mulan, and we meet Mushu, and she's like, "Oh no!" And they're like, "Mushu? right? And they're like, oh yeah, he helped us fight with us, which is really cool because the summons, the summons from the last game, like they're just not summons. Like they know all about the players and they can talk with the players. So that's really cool. And since we brought up summons, or since I brought up summons, who's your guys' favorite summon?
Stitch.
Okay, yeah, same Stitch. Stitch is my everything.
Yeah, I have to agree. Even though I almost never use summons in the game, Stitch is the only one that's like really the most helpful one out of the bunch. I guess you could say Peter Pan too. Peter Pan is pretty good because he does have a limit attack.
Yeah, that
But
limit's pretty good, but
but he's more of just those who just want to stay alive with Tinkerbell, and that's about it. But Stitch, I think, does a better job than Tinkerbell, to be honest.
He does. He heals better. He gives you mana faster, and then he can do damage too. So it's like, yes,
he
I
helps
love you,
keep
Stitch.
enemies away for you when you're
Yeah,
trying
he
to
parries,
do the one Coliseum.
He parries. Fucking Stitch is the greatest character in all of Disney. So they made him overpowered, and I love it. And I didn't even know he was overpowered until I smoked that last boss, secret boss, like it was nothing. And the only reason why I lost the first try was I couldn't figure out what the fuck it meant to attack. So I wasn't like using the right attack. And then I remembered that boss that you fight with Peter Pan in Never Neverland in the first game, where you had to like either attack, use a certain spell. And I was like, you know what? Let me try this. And I figured it out at the very end of the thing and then died. So when I came the second time around, I was like, you know what? I'm only going to do this one more time. And we kicked the shit out of it. And I did like my fist pump in the air, like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's go. I'm going to bed. And then end the stream. But I think I asked, how many times did you die?
I died too many times to count.
Nice.
It kept pulling out some BS moves at the start, so I just got tired and resorted to the cheese method.
Well, who did that to me? Or in the first game, the lightsaber dude just kept using the same spam ability where he was invincible, and I was like, I fucking hate this game. And then I rage quit and came back after like I got another like 15 levels, and then I beat him in like 45 seconds.
Yeah, Xemnas for me in the first Kingdom Hearts was easy.
Yeah,
But I was also like level 99 when I fought him.
Yeah, well, there you go. I beat him at 80. So, yeah. So we go to Mulan's world, which actually has a pretty fun fight with the swirling of the magic, where it throws you into the air and you fight the flying thing.
Oh, the wind tornado thing.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was the second fight. That was the when you revisit the first fight. You fight Shun Yu.
Oh,
yeah.
There was that dragon that was the second boss fight. I think you're thinking.
Yeah, because a lot of these worlds you return later.
Okay.
Because the first time you just go to the summon, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Got it. I do remember shooting the mountain like we did in the movie, and that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But I like I said, Mulan is one of my top 3, so definitely liked it. And then which song did it play? Was there
a song?
I don't know. I'm actually outside of it right now. I can try to tell what the song is, if there is a song.
Nothing comes to mind. I mean, there's just the world theme and all that. It would have been cool if at one point there would have been like a montage, like make a man out of you or something like that.
I was hoping that was going to happen.
That would have been cool.
That would have been cool, but they didn't do that because they hate us.
Yeah.
They
hate us.
Especially Ronin. So we finish off whatever we needed to do in Mulan's world. Was there any Organization 13 in that? I don't remember.
Not
think so.
directly, not directly that one that we can fight, but we do. I mean, we were introduced to him before, but we never saw him until the revisit to Milan.
The blue hair
But
dude.
no,
No.
Zigbar,
Zigbar.
the guy with the eye patch and the scar.
Oh, okay, yeah, I remember that dude.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we go to the Disney Princess Belle, right? And
Yeah.
we go to Beast's Castle, and the characters that are human that are like the teapot and shit. Chip is the only one of those names I know, and they're all French, so they're all French.
Yeah. The clock is Cogsworth, and the candlestick is Lumiere.
There
Mrs.
you go.
Potts and Chip. Yeah.
There you go. So Chunk obviously knows his Disney princesses.
Chunk knows everything Disney, apparently.
Well, I only know a lot of the Disney stuff through Kingdom Hearts. I'm not really all that much of a Disney fan.
He knows everything Disney.
I really haven't seen the movies a whole lot, so
he's our Disney. He's our resident Disney princess. His name isn't actually Chunk the Punk. It's Chunk the Disney Princess. So just remember that next time you reach out and talk to Chunk, that he is our resident Disney princess. So we have to go rescue them from the dungeon, and then there's a hidden path, which this hidden path is where I realized that I could level up my stuff really quick, because I could just get my form and then run out. So off stream, I just fucked around for like an hour and just leveled up my stuff. And then what else happens there? We save Belle from something in the ballroom, right?
Yeah.
We fight some fucker in the ballroom for Belle. And then Beast is having his time of the month because his rose is missing.
Yeah, and he's actually like really pissed off too, and we have to snap him out of his rage at one point. He's like,
we had to fight Beast in his room.
He just goes berserk and just starts attacking Zora and everybody. So we gotta unpossess him, so to speak.
I don't even remember that. I must have kicked his ass so fast that I didn't even realize it was happening.
Well, it was an easy fight.
Well, I don't remember it, so so it didn't exist, you know.
You barely remember anything, so
I know. I have the brain of a mashed potato. So we end up fighting Beast. We end up getting out of this place, and on the next comeback, we fight like a Organization 13 fucker.
Zaldin,
yeah. The guy with the spears.
Yeah.
Number 2 or number 3? I can't remember.
I don't know. What? Yeah. Okay. So then we leave there, and I think the Atlantica opens up. Is that what happens after that? Atlantica.
I think Coliseum does.
No, okay, yeah. Coliseum opens up, and I think Atlantica also opens up.
Atlantica doesn't open up until after you do Disney Castle.
Oh, okay.
So Coliseum opens up.
Yeah, so Coliseum opens up, and we actually get to enter my second favorite Disney movie area. And I was so glad that this is more than just the Coliseum, because I was so sad that Kingdom Hearts 1, I did not get to go around the ancient Greek kind of stuff for Hercules. And it was just the Coliseum, and it was just tournaments. And I was like, oh, fuck. But then we get to go into the underworld, and we get Megara, also worthy of your time and attention. Also a bitch. But great. Totally worth your time. And understand why Hercules is like, no, I'll die for her. Like I'm okay with it. So you get to go around with Hercule. You meet Pain and Panic. You get to fight Hades again, which I think the Hades fight in this one was a lot more annoying than the Hades fight in the other one.
I found this one to be a bit more easier.
Yeah.
Was it easier?
For me, it was.
I thought last game was pretty easy, and I just thought this one was annoying.
The fact this game has a bit better momentum, it made it easier.
Mm-hmm. Plus, Hercules actually helps you in the Hades fight,
Yeah.
and you hit him with Aura Sphere, and it just stuns him for a sec.
Is that Hercules and yours limits ability?
No, he just shows up, not as like a party member, but he does participate in the fight.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay, yeah. And our character is from our party member in this was from Final Fantasy X. Like the one. Does he have one arm, or he only uses one arm?
He only traditionally fights with one arm, but his other arm works just fine.
He just has it tucked.
I'm not sure what the whole lore about Orin is and why he kind of has his arm in a sling in his coat, but I mean he will just like take his arm, not his arm, but his coat off sometimes, and then you'll see him use his other arm just fine. But yeah, we get introduced to Orin from Final Fantasy X. So,
and he was like one of the only likable characters in 10 because 10 was so slow that I had to quit. I couldn't beat it. I was like, why can't I do another move? I'm like 12 hours into this game and I still only have one attack. And
I've never played 10.
And I rage quit out of 10. And I never went back. I did kind of like the character, though, and I was like, maybe I could keep playing, but I was like, no, this is too fucking slow for me, and I can only attack once. So we meet the cool character from Final Fantasy X, and then we unlock Disney.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Orin is also dead as a party member. Oh yeah. And he and Hades takes him to like defeat his champion or something, right? He needed him to beat Hercules.
Yeah.
Sorry. I've been playing so much fucking Sparking Zero that I've been calling Hercules Hercule.
We also ran into an org member for the Demix, I think.
Demix, yeah. The Melodious Nocturne.
The Dance Water Dance dude?
Yes. Him.
Dance Water Dance. Yeah.
Dance Water Dance.
That dude, that guy was like, man, I just want to chill the fuck out. And he's like, I don't want to fight, but I have to. He's like, here, just dance, water dance,
I hate him because
told them they were sending the wrong guy.
Yeah.
I hate him because of his data version. Good God, that was annoying.
Oh, the data version is the worst. It's so RNG with his water clones. It's ridiculous.
Is that the one where I had to like save my potions so I could just spam my potions and then spam my abilities and kill him with fire?
Yeah, most likely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't hate him. I hate the card fucker. I think his name is Cocksucker. End game. I don't think he has a real name. I think it's just Cocksucker.
But it's actually pronounced Luxord. Just to clear that up, it's Luxord.
Whatever.
Okay, so it's pronounced Cocksucker. Got it. So we end up going to the Disneyland, which is actually a really fun world, right? We get the old cartoons, we get the Mickey's castle, right? Because they're constantly calling Mickey Your Majesty, and now we finally get to see his castle.
which was actually meant to be playable in the first game, but didn't happen.
Yeah, I brought that up in the last breakdown we did about how Disney Castle was originally supposed to be in the first game, but it got cut. But we get to play it in here, so it makes up for that.
Yeah. And we get old Pete and old Mickey, where Pete was actually good and not evil. And then we also, we basically, when we go back in time, we get like little memories that we unlock. And we also meet the most annoying, or the second most annoying characters to fight in the game, the cars.
Oh yeah, those.
Yeah.
Plus, we meet drunk 3PO's girlfriend, Minnie Mouse. This is true. We meet the lady that Mickey, or not Mickey, that Mickey, yeah, that Mickey lost to our friend drunk 3PO with his smooth talking.
Minnie, my sweetheart.
And she blew him a kiss, and Mickey was like, "Oh no, that's not cool." And Jay's just like, Psh, "You got nothing on me."
I'm
Mickey.
sorry, Mickey hasn't tripped Jay yet, like how Jay did Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, and speaking of Winnie the Pooh, I was playing Kingdom Hearts 2, and Jay was like, "Push that bear," and then I purposely ran into one of the beehives on the slope game. Oh yeah, so the mini games were way more fun with Pooh as well, which is Hollow Bastion or Radiant Gardens. But yeah, so we go to the Disney World and we get a whole bunch of cool stuff. We get to meet the annoying ass car, which is annoying to kill. But yeah, so what do you guys think about that world?
I liked it, especially Timeless River. Just seeing old school
Animation.
Mickey or Steamboat Willie, Goofy,
it's black
Donald.
and white too.
Yeah.
And if you pay attention, like the sound effects in that game, it also sounds like all of the sound effects in the game are kind of it's got like that old TV staticky sound.
Yeah.
Right? I love that, a little attention to detail.
And we get the MICKEYMOUSE music, like the Mickey Mouse Club music.
Yeah.
So that was kind of fun too. Yeah, I hated the fat ones too. Those fucking fat fucks. Guys. I was so upset, and then I realized the red ones you could just one shot with the ice, and I was like, never again, cocksuckers. And I just did that, and then I enjoyed when I saw them because I got to kill them instantly.
The Kingdom Hearts 1 versions were the better ones because you can just spam gravity.
I know. I miss gravity. I wish they still had it in this game. That was another downgrade I didn't like. And then after that, we got to go to Atlantica, right? Which is the worst fucking place ever. Who the fuck decided, we need rhythm games, all right? Who did that?
I didn't mind Atlantica.
That's how you know Ronin likes boys.
No. Fake news. Fake news. Faker than singing in right now. Look, would you rather have to deal with the controls of Atlantica from Kingdom Hearts 1 or the rhythm game?
The controls of 1, where I hated and I yelled at and I wanted my life to be over. But rhythm games are way worse, man. I was like singing songs with Sebastian and having to time my buttons perfect. It was really annoying. I hated it.
Yeah, I don't mind the actual rhythm game element to it. It's just the singing in that game in 2 is so cringe.
Yeah.
Especially when Donald is singing or Sora. Sora is not a very good singer either. It's hard to listen to sometimes.
See, look, Kingdom Hearts 1 over 2. More proof about Ronin.
Yeah, I don't mind the controls of the first Atlantica. then again, I've been playing for over 20 years, so I'm used to the controls, and it doesn't bother me. So
I mean, I didn't mind the controls of the first one, but it was kind of a breather though, having something a bit different.
yeah, and I think that was a similar thing to the gummy ship complaints that people didn't like Atlantica in the first game, so they said, "Well, okay, we'll just take out the combat and just make it a musical world."
And now
Although
you hate your life.
one thing I hate about Atlantica in this though is you'll get to a part and it's like you need to learn this spell before you can continue.
Yeah. Fun fact
I
though,
hated.
that world is one of the worlds that's like completely optional. You never have to go there in order to beat the game, but unless you want all the good spells and upgrades and all the good stuff, then you have to go through it. But it's not actually mandatory.
Well, if I ever decide to do a speed run,
Yeah,
You're
you can
going
shave
there
off a lot of
first.
time.
He's going there first. So then we get to go to the cool map, Port Royal. We get to
Yeah.
go to Pirates of the Caribbean. And we also encountered the PC Port Royal glitch.
this is where consoles are superior.
Consoles will never be superior to PC. Get over it.
This game proves otherwise.
No, because there's games where they were made for other systems and they run like shit, and PC fixes it. All right, so
Yeah,
the Port Royal glitch is literally completely random when you go talk to Jack on the ship to be like, I need to go here. And like sometimes it will shut you off. So you literally have to go into the captain's quarter and then go back up and go. See, look, the rhythm game DLC was a bummer too. Look at that.
what Melody and Memories?
I like Melody and Memory. It's just a shame that you have to
Play a rhythm
play
game.
through an entire game, which is basically nothing but recap, just for a 15-minute cutscene at the end.
When you can just YouTube it for 15 minutes.
Yeah.
So we can so the glitch, like if you had Jack in your party for some reason, it would like bug out and you couldn't take the thing and it would crash the game. Be like, what the fuck just happened? But you get to fight the undead, and you can only kill them in the moonlight or outside of the moonlight.
In the moonlight.
Is that correct, Chunk? Chunk has disappeared.
Yeah, because when they're in the
Unmuted.
human shade
Unmuted
form, you
somehow.
could never kill them. You had to drag them into the moonlight.
Oh,
Yeah, which is how it was in the movie as well, where in the moonlight they would reveal their skeleton form, and then yeah.
but you couldn't kill any of them until they got rid of all the coins. But yeah, so you get to help Jack, Will, and Miss Swan. What's her name? Elizabeth Swan. You get to help Elizabeth Swan, who's also worth your time. Keira Knightley. Yep, 100%. So you're playing in Port Royal. You get to go to the island of the dead or whatever. You get to do a whole bunch of cool shit on here. And this is also the world where the silhouette of Best Girl is. So worth.
Yeah.
I
got PTSD from the fight.
believe
Or
it.
at least the data version.
You just got to get
Okay,
good,
not
man.
really though. I was surprised with how easy the data version was. Marluxia, though, on the other hand.
Weren't you level 99 when you fought her, though?
Well, I went back through, yeah. But the data version don't even matter for level 99.
I don't know. I thought they were pretty easy once I hit 99.
The normal silhouette versions, yeah, those are easy. But when you go back through the data org, it's a lot harder.
There's only one I didn't beat, and that was Cocksucker, because I was like,
because your timing sucks.
I'd rather cut off my manhood than play that dude, you said you had to use the cheese method, so
The
don't even
pause
talk about it.
buffer.
Don't even talk about it, man. You're
Other
unlike
people utilizes it.
Chunk, who can do it with his eyes closed. You had to cheat, so it's okay.
In my defense, he told me about the cheat, so
Of course he did. He knew you would never beat it without it. So
this is true, Chunk.
he felt
Well,
bad
it's
for you.
better. It's better than Biggles, who just refused to fight him because he didn't understand the mechanics of his games that he would play with you.
Yeah, fuck him. All right.
The other
It's like
gamblers are
Biggles.
easy because you could wait for the thing to slow down a bit, but with Look
Yeah.
Sword you can't. It will slow down, but not as much as you need it to, and you end up just losing.
But yeah, I was just like, Biggles, just hit it when it says circle on the command.
And I was like, I don't get it. I can't do it. I can't do it. All right, so we leave Port Royal, and we can choose between. Aaron is also dead as a party. Wait, never mind. Hold on. Chinese or cheese method still counts. Yeah, that's right. Sorry. Cheese method still counts. I guess so.
You'll just be marked as a coward.
Yeah.
So
You'll
it
be
counts, but everyone's gonna know that you cheesed it. So
yeah, it's like when you use all your summons in Dark Souls or Elden Ring. You know, you used the summons. How dare you? Well, they're in the game, dude. Why not? You fucking pussy. Right. So that's what happens when you use the cheese method. Okay. Now you can choose between one of the best worlds, and it's a repeat world from the last game, or another repeat from the last game, but
a lot better. Both.
But a lot better.
Mm.
So we have Agrabah or Halloween Town. Which one do we want to go to?
Let's do Halloween Town. Why not?
All right. So Halloween Town, my favorite world. It is a back-to-back champion of favorite world. Halloween Town was my favorite in the first game, favorite in the second game. So what the fuck happened in Halloween Town?
Oogie Boogie comes back.
Oh yeah, they bring back Oogie Boogie, Barrel, Shock, and what the fuck's their names?
Lock, Shock, and Barrel.
Lock, Shock, and Barrel are up to no good again. And
or as I like to call them, the Hell Spawns.
Yeah, sure. And then they're like stealing presents or something.
No,
that was in the revisit, but
that's revisit, and it wasn't them. It was the
Dr. Finkelstein's experiment.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
But we had to fight Oogie Boogie on the present conveyor belts.
Yeah.
That was more fun than the roulette table one. I'll tell you that.
I kind of like the roulette table a bit more.
Well, the roulette table one, you just had to fucking keep like walking on and shit.
Yeah.
But
yeah, the first time you go through the world, it's just dealing with Jack wanting to be Santa.
Yeah, and you got to help Sandy Claus too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which we do get Christmas Town as well. It's Halloween Town and Christmas Town as well.
Yeah, and it's What's This? The music in Christmas Town is What's This? Or at least that's what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's a little similar. It's not the same, but
it sounded like it. All right, but you also get This Is Halloween when you go to Halloween Town, so you're fucking rocking and rolling on great songs. That's the best part. The songs are the best part of Halloween Town or the Nightmare Before Christmas. Like I said in the last one, I'm not a fan of Nightmare Before Christmas outside of the songs and Jack. And in this one, I had a bunch of fun playing it. because we got to help Sandy Claus. We didn't really have to deal with Sally bitching.
Sandy Claus looked a bit cursed in this one.
He looked like he did in the movies.
Yeah, he looked a bit cursed.
Yo,
he looks like he belongs in Halloween Town.
He had way more milk and cookies than normal, you know?
Yeah, we find out Sora doesn't believe in Santa Claus, so he's not on the good list because Riku bullied him into not believing in Santa Claus as a kid.
What a dick that Riku.
More reasons to hate Riku.
Speaking of
pre-redemption arc.
Okay.
Question. This is before we meet up with Riku again, right? This is just memories?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we don't get to meet Riku until the last world.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And then he's in our party.
Yeah.
All right. So then we go to Agrabah where Jafar is back as a genie.
That's
right?
the return.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. And then what the fuck happened? The peddler, right?
Yeah, the first visit is more about kind of helping the peddler, and I think Jasmine or something sends you to go to the Cave of Wonders.
Yeah, because we had to get the treasure from the Cave of Wonders to get the genie bottle and then seal it away. Only for that to not have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Dun dun dun. Yeah, I don't remember Agrabah other than flying around on the carpet. I don't know if that's the revisit or not, but
that's the revisit.
So I only remember the revisit of this. So
well, that's where majority of the stuff happened in Agrabah was the revisit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So
because that's when the action really took place.
And then we get to go to Pride Rock, right?
We get to go to the Pride Lands to outlive Biggles' furry dreams.
Yes, as I am a lion. And then we meet Nala, right? And she's like, but he was dead. And Sora's like, Simba's not dead. He was just hanging out with me like a couple days ago. You know, he's like, no, he's alive. And she's like, what? So they go and they Hakuna Matata all the way to the jungle where they are, and they're eating bugs and shit. We meet Timon and Pumbaa. Simba joins the party. We're turned into a lion. We get a dash, and we get to go do some cool, weird fighting. We get to beat up the hyenas. What else do we do?
Beats up Scar.
We fight Scar again?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
We fight Scar again and whoop his ass.
Yeah, there wasn't much in the return.
Yeah, I don't
think we fought. Yeah, because we don't even fight Scar's ghost in the return. Just Simba just stands up for himself, and that's it.
Imagine Simba having to stand up for himself. I'm a lion. My life is over. Help me. You get to go into Rafiki's cave, and someone was making jokes that Rafiki was doing Simba's mom. In the chat, I don't remember who it was, but someone was like, Rafiki is definitely smashing Simba's mom.
It was probably Phil or somebody. I can't remember.
Maybe. I don't remember, but somebody was making that joke that someone was definitely, or Rafiki was definitely smashing Simba's mom. What's the next world after that? Do we go? After that, it's all the returns, right?
Yeah. Well, after we
end up going back to Twilight Town for more story.
Yeah. After we complete everything, there's a detour to Twilight Town because
Tron.
No, that's in Hollow Bastion.
Yeah. First, we go back to Twilight Town because Kairi.
Yeah, we get word that Kairi was spotted in Twilight Town, and Sora just immediately goes over there, and then we find out we were too late. She was kidnapped by the organization, and yeah.
Then we go back to Hollow Bastion, deal with Tron
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
one
We
time.
deal with Tron briefly, and then all hell breaks loose, and then we have to fight Demix again, and the legendary 1,000 Heartless fight.
Oh yeah, that was like one of the best parts of the game, where I just smashed like Y. I feel like it.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
but
easy
the
to
level
just,
you get from it though.
yeah, you just spam the reaction commands and just wipe everybody out. But
Actually, I want to say it's after you go to Tron, then the world's open back again for the second visit.
yeah, you do Tron for a little bit, but then you get sucked out of Tron because shit's happening, and then you got to deal with that, and then you got to go back to Tron again to like restore the town security program or something.
Yeah, because the MCP took over.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then we go to all the other worlds and kick ass, right? Over again.
Yep, and then we go back to Twilight Town after all that, because then we find the fake data version of Twilight Town, go through the portal to darkness, and we get to meet up with Axel again.
The best character. And then that takes us to that castle, right?
The world that never was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But before that, we get to witness Axel's death, which makes me sad, because he was my favorite org member.
He's the best, man. Him and Wax. How do you say her name? Waxine. Yeah. I don't know how to fucking say names.
This is why you need to play Chain of Memories.
No. Doesn't matter. I can't even pronounce fucking what's his name right. Riku.
You know how little that narrows it down.
Do you know how many times I called Riku the wrong name?
Yeah, before we get too farther into the world that never was, back when we do revisit Hollow Bastion, though, we are introduced to the Gull Wings, which is comprised of Yuna, Riku, and Pain from Final Fantasy X and X-2. But they're like little fairies in this game. They're not like full life-size people. They're like these little almost fairies that kind of fly around.
Oh yeah, and I'm pretty sure one of them is a voice actress I like.
Riku is Tara Strong.
Oh, that explains it. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
I knew I
Can't
heard
remember
that
who the
voice
other
somewhere.
two are, but
Um,
and then we do get to see Sephiroth again, the return of Sephiroth.
yeah, we get to fight him
Yeah,
too.
we saw Sephiroth in the second return, because that's also when we ran into Mickey again.
Mm-hmm.
That bastard Mickey.
And then we get that insanely confusing exposition dump of who the real
was
Ansem
never
is.
actually Ansem.
The Ansem we fought in the first game was just Ansem's Heartless, or rather Xehanort's Heartless, and it's specifically that moment when people reach it in Kingdom Hearts 2 who are playing it for the first time, and their brains just explode because it's like, I don't understand what any of this is.
My life has been a lie.
What was I saying like during the stream? I was like, "What the fuck? You're saying the what I fought in the first one was fake, so nothing fucking matters." I was fucking yelling. I was yelling at the fucking screen as I was playing. I was like, "Fuck you, game."
Yeah, that's generally everybody's first reaction to it.
I was like, I fucking hate one even more now. They missed the mark by making them a summon. Who making them a summon?
Mm.
Again, you know how little that narrows it down.
More specific. Because who were our summons in the game?
We had the return of Genie.
Yeah, Genie came back. We had Peter Pan again.
Stitch.
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 Chicken
We had
Little,
Chicken
Use-
Little,
Yeah, Chicken
who
Little.
just
pretty useless.
threw eggs at people.
I think that's it.
Yeah.
I think there was only the 4.
Oh, you know what? I have the game. Let's check.
I feel like we're missing one, but I think there is only 4.
Yeah, it's Chicken Little, Genie, Stitch, and Peter Pan. And Genie's only returning because the first game it was Tinkerbell.
Well, that's like the same thing. There's only 4.
Yeah, only 4.
I think there
A
were
bit
6 in the
surprised.
first game.
Yeah, there was. Because some of the characters in this, like Simba was a summon and Mushu in the first game.
Yeah, there's only 4.
Which I wouldn't be surprised if they dialed down on summons because we had the Valor forms or the Dry forms.
Probably.
Final is better.
Whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say, you basic bitch.
You know how many times I got knocked in the air? Too many.
Maybe you should get good. Chicken Little summon always got overlooked. Oh look, we're getting blasted on. I think
it was fine at the beginning, but
I
once you
like
unlocked Stitch, it was kind of.
I like throwing eggs at people because it looked fucking stupid. You know, Riku in pain by having the 3 of them at once, like the bug summon in Final Fantasy X. Oh,
I never finished 10. I mean, I tried to get Biggles into it, but I never finished it myself.
wait, why would you make me play it if you didn't finish it?
Because I thought you would like it. Because it's a turn-based game, and B, it had an in-game sport you can play.
And it was the worst made game ever.
I need to play all the original Final Fantasies.
Ugh. I have the pixel version for 1 through 5, and I've been playing those secretly.
I've only played 7 Remake, Rebirth, and 16. And that's it.
I played 16, and I played the first part of 7 Remake, and I was like, I don't need to play the next part.
Rebirth is pretty good.
I'll go get regular Final Fantasy 7 and play that because it's turn-based. Talk about stuff about characters real quick, or what's going on in the story. I'll be right back.
Story-wise, we're pretty much at the end now, I think.
Yeah,
the last visit of Hollow, we find out it's not really Hollow, it's Radiant Gardens. We get the actual name of the place.
Yeah, after we seal the keyhole in Tron's world, it restores the world to its former state, which was Radiant Garden. So yeah.
And then
sorry. What did you think of Tron, by the way, Ronin?
I kind of liked it a bit.
Yeah.
I hated the cycle though. That was a bit annoying.
Oh, the cycle is so fun. The cycle is so fun.
In Tron?
Yeah. The light cycle.
Yeah, that was the fun part. I'm surprised it didn't have more to
I
do
died
with
a bit too much in it.
What? It's basically the same thing in Final Fantasy VII when Cloud rides Fenrir, his motorcycle, and you can kind of attack to the left and the right.
Yeah, but you didn't also have to deal with turns.
Was pressing LB and RB too hard for you, dude?
It was when I had to also do certain attacks.
Oh, jeez, Ronin.
It's like, cool, I gotta press this button, but I'm also in the middle of an animation for another attack.
Get wrecked, Ronin. All right.
Yeah. Game just saved me. That's it.
We do go back to Twilight Town to get access to the computer so that we can get sent into the data version of Twilight Town so that we can go through the portal there to get to the world that never was.
And that's where we meet Naminé, right?
We encounter Roxas. As soon as we make our way into the town a little bit.
You go through the alley.
Then we have to fight Roxas, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we fight Roxas, which, fun fact, was not in the original version. We just get a cutscene, but in the final mix, they actually decided, hey, well, we're going to design a Roxas fight. Here you go. So,
Honestly, the fight made it better.
oh, the fight makes it so much better, especially when you get the other promise, that's that song that plays during that battle. It's
Yeah.
so climactic and so it's one of the best fights in the whole series.
It was fun too, and he
I
was
died a lot during it also.
Very, very, very high difficulty spike when you get to that moment.
it was definitely a lot different.
Mhm.
But yeah, so we beat him, and then we have to fight the other guy, right?
Yeah, we fight our way up the organization's stronghold, however you want to call it. I don't know if I can't think off the top of my head if the actual castle has like its
It
own
was
name.
probably
It's
like the
just
castle that never was or something.
yeah, but basically the nobody or organization headquarters stronghold, whatever. We fight our way through it. We beat Luxord, we beat Syx. We get reunited with Riku. That's when we have the whole revelation that because he looks like Ansem because we learned
And
that
technically is Xehanort.
technically, yeah, but yeah, we learn about why he looks a bit like that when he fought Roxas at the end of days. He channeled his inner darkness, which allowed him to defeat Roxas, but it cost him. Well, it didn't cost. Well, he basically
It cost him
became
his
Ansem.
looks.
Yeah, his dashing, edgy, straight out of Hot Topic looks. Yeah.
Yeah, so Riku goes emo and to beat Roxas, and then he's like Sora. I kept calling him Sora, and I think that's when Roxas finally realized that might be his somebody, right?
Yeah, because he was mentioning something about nobodies and how when you lose your heart, you become a heartless, and then a nobody is created. And it's like they were talking about it, and then Sora is like, "Wait, I never became a heartless. Oh wait, yeah, I did." Is that
You
is at
forget
the
the
end of
whole part
one?
where he stabbed himself in the first game.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Sora can be dumb sometimes.
Sometimes it's a lot.
Sometimes he's like TVS Goku.
Oh, we do. Don't forget, we do because the castle is also at the same time while we're fighting our way up it. There's also like an invasion of Heartless because
Yeah.
Maleficent is there and she's trying to claim the castle for herself. So we kind of, I mean, we
Well,
don't fight any Heartless, but I mean, it showed in cutscenes how like
Well, the
Riku and
Heartless,
Kairi too. Kairi also is given a Keyblade by Riku and
yeah.
starts and joins the fight as well.
But we don't get the Horde of Heartless until they meet up with Ansem the Wise and Mickey, and Ansem's device gets destroyed, and that's when the Horde of Heartless comes in. Because that's when all the hearts starts falling out of the sky, and you got all the shadows.
Then we kick their ass and
Yep.
basically spam Y again, I think.
Something like that.
Yeah.
So we or triangle, I guess, if you're playing on PlayStation.
The superior way.
The PlayStation 5 is a piece of shit. I just want everybody to know that. We fight the Heartless before the Roxas.
Oh yeah, we did fight some heart. Well, there was the shadows.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are Heartless in the beginning of the world. I was more talking about
The horde you
Well,
see crawling up from like the crater underneath.
yeah. The sort of invasion that after Ansem the Wise tries to destroy Kingdom Hearts and the hearts fall, and then Maleficent comes in and she's commanding the Heartless to attack. Yeah, I was more talking about that, but I mean, it's technically true. Yeah, you get Heartless at the beginning, so.
But I mean, everyone's got Heartless.
Well, in the beginning, when you fight the Heartless, that's where you farm your mage power, valor.
Wisdom, which is actually a better spot in Timeless River. When you go through like each individual levels in Timeless River, apparently that's actually the better grind spot.
Well, I had no problem grinding that first part real easy. I did it in like maybe 15 minutes, 20 minutes tops.
I think I went through it a bit faster through Timeless River.
There you go. But then we go through more and we get to the last boss, right? And
yeah, we go into Kingdom Hearts now.
Yes,
which is just a giant boss fight with Xehanort.
And it takes 3 games to truly understand what the Kingdom Hearts actually is. And so we're fighting that boss, and you get to become Riku at one point, and if you have low health, you die and you have to start over. We found that out a couple times when playing.
There's quite a bit to the last bit. You had the ship or whatever it was, where you had to.
Yeah, there's kind of like almost a gummy ship-esque kind of fight where you're on some sort of glider as Riku and Sora, and you're kind of shooting this. I called it the Blue Eyes White Dragon or something like that. But yeah,
there's quite a bit to that fight.
Definitely a fun boss fight.
I remember at the start, not when you first fight Xemnas at the tower, but when you first jump through the door and enter the entire second phase of that fight. I remember I was giving Ronan shit because he just kind of glided past everything. He didn't do the cool thing when the buildings start coming at you and how you just dice it in half.
Yeah.
You know, you do a reaction command and you like chop it into like 7 different pieces, and it looks cool as hell.
Yeah, and I did end up doing that on the actual stream. I was able to actually stream it and didn't have all the issues.
The Blue Eyes Mecha Dragon. Yeah, the Blue Eyes Mecha Dragon, Drunk 3PO's Fedora. Yeah, I called it that, and then Biggles corrected me. No, it's not.
It would be more like Cyber End Dragon or something. What did I say? It was. I corrected you to use the right card.
Or like Blue Eyes Shining Dragon or something like that. I can't remember which.
Oh yeah, if it was a robot, yeah, Shining Blue Eyes Shining Dragon.
Yeah.
So we fight that fight, and then we beat the game, and then we go do a whole bunch of other shit, and
we get credits, we get secret cutscene, or well, not really secret, end credit cutscene that says more will be revealed in Birth by Sleep, and then a bunch of post game.
Yeah.
But the ending of that game, after we beat Xemnas, Riku and Sora get
to the beach that we see in the very beginning.
Yeah, the dark, basically the dark realm. And then Sora finds the letter that Kairi wrote and put in the bottle, and reads it, and light starts shining. They go to the light, and they get teleported all the way to the Destiny Islands, where we get reunited with everyone. And it's just a really happy ending.
Yep.
Yay! Happy endings. All right. Who wants to read the Ansem reports?
You can read all of it.
Son of a bitch. Shows the one man who can't read. Okay. Scroll up and down. Okay. All right. So secret Ansem report number 1. Because we did not read these on stream. We saved them for the breakdown. My efforts these many years have come to fruition. With the world I govern having become a paradise worthy of being called a radiant garden. Nurtured by the pure water that is the source of life, fragrant flowers bloom in abundance, and the people face each day with hopeful smiles. But where is the light, darkness also lurks. As noted in my earlier reports, I must solve the mystery of this darkness of the heart. This paradise depends on it. I shall perform an experiment to probe the depths of a person's heart. One of my own apprentices, Xehanort, has volunteered to be a subject. The young man has served me ever since I nursed him back from death's door some years ago. He nursed him back, so he was like, "Here, child." He was nursing him. Weird.
Ansem just pulls out his titty and just
I
starts
didn't know Ansem had mommy milkers, you know.
He's got the rubber booby from Meet the Fockers and just that's uploaded into it.
Okay, he had lost all his memories at the time, but later showed remarkable intellectual curiosity and readily absorbed my teachings, gaining deep wisdom. Any mental immaturity, oh, that's me, mental immaturity, is surely due to his young age. If I explore Xehanort's heart with a psychological test, I may be able to recall the past locked away within my apprentice. Even has also shown great interest in Xehanort's memory.
Hold up.
What? What did I miss?
Does anything look out of place there?
There's a crown behind it. I don't know. What am I missing?
Go back down a little bit. He's talking about an apprentice. Who's this apprentice he's talking about?
Ansem's apprentice? Isn't that Xehanort? Am I explained? Is it Jiminy Cricket?
No, it seems like someone else. There's another apprentice here.
If I explore Xehanort's heart with psychological test, I may be able to recall the past locked away within. My apprentice even has shown great interest.
Has also shown great interest in Xehanort's memory. So there's another apprentice here that we do not have the name of.
I would like to emphasize on someone who struggles reading that the word is got a capital E on there.
And there's also that. Oh, Evan.
Apprentice Even?
Evan.
Apprentice Evan has also shown great interest in Xehanort's memory. All right.
That looked weird.
So who is Even?
Well, let's play.
So I assume there's an odd.
Let's play a word game here.
So one guy is odd and the other guy is even.
Well, I specifically remember several times throughout the stream when, because it was after you realized that Roxas is just an anagram of Sora, how the letters are just mixed up.
Mm-hmm. And an X added.
And then you were doing it to every other single member in the organization. You would
that had an X. Yeah.
You were like typing all these different names in there, trying to figure out like.
All right, chat. Let's do that now.
Okay,
we got EVEN. Veen. Is it Veen? Is it Neve?
I really think it's just Evan.
Is it Neve?
I don't think the apprentice is a nobody.
No, rather, I mean, I'm trying not to be as super obvious. The apprentice isn't a nobody, but he is a somebody.
It's fake Roxas.
No.
From the next game.
No.
No? Isn't his Ben?
No.
I thought that was his name. I just call him fake Roxas because he looks like
blonde hair, bro.
The blonde hair, bro.
That's what someone in chat said.
All right. I'm gonna type it out, but I'm gonna put a little bit of a helper in here. and then see if you could put the pieces together.
Yay! Puzzle time.
Oh my god.
Why'd you add an X? Vexen.
Oh, it's Vexen. That makes sense.
Ding,
I
ding,
like
ding, ding,
Vexen.
ding.
There we go.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, we're getting some clues here to some identities of certain characters.
Okay, so
in
this
these
gives us
spirit
clues
reports.
of who some of the org members are, or their somebodies are.
Hey, that means I got Vexen's name right when I guessed it. Woohoo!
Yep.
I'm the best, motherfucker! Woohoo!
10 points to Gryffindor.
No, I'm a Ravenclaw apparently. So
Oh,
no 10 points for Gryffindor. We must kill them and take back our points. Even though I have no idea what any of that means, so it's okay. Apprentice Evan or even.
Evan.
Evan.
Even. It's spelled even, like even
But it's
and odds.
Evan.
I don't give a shit, okay? It's even. I can't help it that the Japanese like their A's and E's to sound different, okay? It confuses me. Has also shown great interest in Xehanort's memories. But is he really the right subject? Xehanort does indeed exhibit extraordinary talents. Zigbar will forever be the man.
As if.
Is that his saying?
Yeah, that's one of his quotes. Just like Axel is got it memorized.
Got it memorized.
Yeah.
Yeah,
The
he
name's
says that.
Axel. Got it memorized.
I thought he was trying to tell them to memorize it, so like he's trying to tell them something important.
Anytime he says something important, he always says, "Got it memorized."
Yeah, so anytime he said that, I had to like replay what he was saying so I could understand.
But it's
Alright.
just the way he phrased it. It's just his saying. Got it memorized.
Oh, got it. Too extraordinary. Perhaps they are all superhuman. So who's superhuman? His apprentice and Xehanort? Who are these people and what do you want?
I don't know.
Well, this
You
whole
do know there's a lot of weird experiments going on.
Chunk, this is the breakdown. This is where we get information that we don't know.
Well,
Let's
this is
read
only
through all the
report number
reports
1.
first.
All
Yeah.
right. All right, so we'll go to report number 2. All right, chat. We're going to report number 2. I have made a grave mistake. Oh no, that's not a good way to
Yes.
start the report.
We're starting with that.
I made a grave mistake. I accidentally chopped off his Swinky. Okay, no, I'm just kidding. My study of the darkness of the heart began with a simple psychological test and quickly snowballed. Who'd he turn into nobody first? Spurred on my youngest apprentice, Enzio. All right, let's try to figure this out.
Ienzo.
Ienzo. So this is someone throw an X in there.
I'm just gonna make my way to Radiant Garden
that-
so I can just have it. Actually, I don't even need to do that.
Wait, no. Which nobody is that?
Oh shit, hold
on. I need letters.
There we go. Play the word game again here. Unscramble it.
And
maybe if
wait, hold on. The nobodies.
I don't think they're under there. I think it's just the generic ones you find.
The character files.
Okay, so we have. Dang, Biggles, I was trying to look back and see what the guy's name was.
It was Ienzo.
Okay.
Salad?
Wait.
No.
Zexian?
Ronan got it right first.
He's a bastard, I tell you.
The bookworm.
Yes.
He knows their
Simpson.
names. I don't. Okay, I need to write all these down. Okay, someone start writing these in the chat. I need their names. The book guy. What kind of nerd knows how to fucking read? We already got Vexen, Lexius.
Me smarter than Biggles.
You actually remember their fucking names, okay? I didn't.
It helps that I play Chain of Memories also.
It helps that you're a nerd who knows how to read.
Well, I will not deny.
We already got Axel's name, so I don't really need to type Axel. Demix.
That should be all, I think.
Luxord.
Luxord, Marluxia, Larxene, and, well, we don't need Roxas because we know that's Sora.
Roxas is a Sora? Okay. All right, sorry guys, we had to spam so I could cheat. It's all because I don't remember the name, so I was just like trying to go and add all the fucking letters. All
I
right.
just pulled up character files.
Hacker. Okay. I made a grave mistake. My studies of the darkness of the heart began with a simple psychological test and quickly snowballed. Spurred by one of my youngest apprentice, Yenzo, I constructed a massive laboratory in the basement of my castle. Unbeknownst to me, my 6 apprentices then began collecting a large number of subjects on which to perform dangerous experiments into the darkness of hearts. So they're like, oh, I want to try all these dark secrets, and they're like, I'm going to fucking light this dude on fire and see if it makes him a heartlet. Oh my god. As soon as I found out, I called my apprentices together and ordered them not only to cease their studies, but to destroy the results of their research thus far. What on earth was happening with the heart of my 6 beloved apprentices? While pursuing the mystery of the darkness of the heart, could they themselves have strained into the death? Yeah, it sounded like they wanted to burn people alive, dude. Yet I remained the most foolish of all for having begun these experiments. We are not meant to interfere in the depths of another's heart, no matter what our reasons for doing so, and my error plunged me into despair. A visitor from another world smoothed my dejected soul. A tiny king named Mickey. All right, so Mickey's got to be one of the organization because he was in the black suit.
Quick, look through the name list, Biggles. See if you can figure out who somebody is.
He must be Yeeky Me. come wielding a legendary key, the infamous Keyblade, or infamous Keyblade, said to bring both chaos and prosperity to the world. He was very knowledgeable on many topics, and we deepened our friendship as converse companionability.
Gay.
Companionably.
Companionably. Upon his advice, I decided to review the data obtained at my basement lab. That is where I discovered the Ansem reports. Wait, so you didn't even write the Ansem reports? Someone else did? You fucking liar.
Yeah, I will say this, all right? They're called the secret Ansem reports, but in some cases they're not written by Ansem. They're written through somebody else. In the first game, the secret reports, it starts off like Ansem the Wise was writing them, but then as the reports got down towards the end, it kind of sounded like it was actually Ansem Ansem the Handsome, the Heartless one writing.
Oh, Zenosmus.
Well, not Zemnis, but Ansem as we knew him from KH1.
The Heartless version.
The Heartless version, yeah.
I thought that was Zemus.
No. Zamnis is Xehanort's nobody.
Yeah, he's the head of the organization.
But that's the misspelling of Ansem.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the first game wasn't actually Ansem, right? It was.
Well, it was Ansem, but it wasn't the real Ansem. It was just Xehanort's Heartless that called himself Ansem.
But his real name, Xehanort's real name was actually Reinhardt, right? Because that's what it spells without the X if you reorganize it.
No.
No, fuck Xehanort.
Yeah, Xehanort.
Xehanort, whatever the fuck that cocksucker's name. I hate him. Fuck him. All right. So they bore my name. The only one I had written was number 0. Apparently, he had gone to pen number 1 through 8 himself. Yes, the first subject in my foolish experiments. Way to fuck up. Careful, spoilers. No, this whole thing is a guessing game. If I got
the story already.
I figured that out like 5 seconds in once I found his name.
I'm being very careful in everything I say just so I don't spoil anything. But I mean, this is stuff that we should already know by this point. But we're going through these reports as well, so we're getting some juicy exposition here. So.
But I also can't spell or read or have the memory of a potato.
Yeah.
Like I wrote Zemus and I didn't even realize that was the fake Ansem, until after I wrote it and I looked at it. Chaos affects not only this world, but many other worlds besides. The Ansem reports my apprentice Xehanort had written under my name. I found the records of his hideous experiments along with his hypothesis about the doors that had appeared out. You know what? If he was good at experiments, he would have talked to Janemba, or not Janemba, that's Dragon Ball Z, Jumba, and he would have helped him because he made 627 of them. Of the darkness in my basement, all living things have hearts, and all hearts hold darkness deep within. Worlds are no exception. If a world is a being, the heart it holds must be a colossal. And the darkness at its core must be monstrous indeed. Does Xehanort pass through the door in an attempt to contract the dark realm? Not only Xehanort. It appears my 5 other apprentices. Ooh. We get to play. Okay, so this.
Here we go.
Okay, so.
Okay, the third one's
You shut your whore mouth. This is Zigbar. No. Yeah, Zigbar.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is Dylan.
Zaldin, I'm guessing.
Yeah,
Yes.
Zaladin. Yep.
Zaldin.
And is this
You should know that one.
Is this Hottie Hot Hut?
This
is Lexi.
It's over 9,000.
Okay,
It's
that's
that cocksucker.
Lexius.
Yeah, it's that cocksucker.
Lexius.
Yeah, cocksucker. Okay. Now back to
cocksucker was Luxord.
Yeah.
Oh. The other cocksucker.
The over 9,000 and punches you and
the guy that gives cocksucker handies while he's doing it too. Okay. No, okay. Believing it was for the sake of research, stared deep into the darkness and were pulled into it. Even Ienzo Bragi, or is it Bragi? Brag? I went with the Norse name. All right. Dylan and Alias, like he's someone else. They have ceased to be human. I too have had everything taken away. From who? Chunk wants to say it.
yeah, he wants to. If he could, he would just tell us all about the Kingdom Hearts lore.
That's fine.
1 to 3.
From
We'll get
me,
there eventually.
From me, banished to a hollow realm of nothingness. What is Xehanort hoping to gain with the pilfered existence? Will my people cease to smile if the light of hope has been extinguished? No, they'll never smile again because you turned them into nobodies, you jerk. Okay, I shall henceforth walk into darkness as a friend. here in the realm of nothingness to which I have been relegated. Darkness in the midst of nothing. Darkness and zero. Thus I shall be known as Diz, discarding the stolen name Ansem and going in search of revenge. Way to go, Diz, you dickhead. He's
Yeah,
like,
now we know what Diz stands for.
Yeah, darkness and zero.
Darkness and zero? I was going to guess something else. Ooh, okay.
But we actually first name as Diz in Chain of Memories.
Yeah, I remember.
Mhm.
Even though
Oh wow, you actually remember something.
Yeah. I didn't remember his name. I just remembered I kept calling him Saruman.
Yeah.
The White Wizard.
R.I.P. Christopher Lee.
All right. Ansem report number 4. As we break down this part 4. All right, let's go. The distant stays spent in the... Or... Let's try again. The distant days spent in that beautiful paradise are an illusion to me now. How long have I been here? Banished to the realm of nothingness. It is only by relying upon my anger and hatred that I've been able to retain my sense of self here, where all existence is nullified. Luckily, there's no Maza or Beardo reading this.
Yeah,
Beardo
here all night.
Beardo reads better than me, but I am a much better reader than Maza.
So I wonder, is this talking about the beach right now? Is that where he's banished to?
I think so. Yeah, the same beach that we see at the end of K2, and at
Yeah,
the beginning of 2.
The beginning and with Riku and Sora.
In the realm of darkness. Yeah.
All right. My heart is being overcome with hatred towards my apprentices, also known as Ronin. I mean, possessed by the darkness, and with the anger I feel for stupidly allowing myself to be betrayed in the darkness, eating away at my heart. I cannot continue to idle away my time here. What are Xehanort and the others attempting to do? I must unravel the mystery of these Ansem reports, intercept my apprentices, and defeat them. That is my mission. The only way to repay the world for my sins, those being who lack hearts, the heartless, must be the key. The darkness of the heart made flesh. Cursed shadows who not only lack hearts, but multiply by seizing hearts from any and all living things. Where have they gone from, and where are they going? 3 elements combined to create life, a heart, a soul, and a body. What? But what of a soul and body left behind when the heart is lost? When the soul leaves the body, it's a vessel. Life gives way to death. But what about the heart leaves? A being does not perish when its heart leaves its body. The heart alone disappears into darkness. There is little time. If I remain in the realm much longer, I will certainly learn those answers the hard way. There is little time. If I remain in this realm much longer, I will certainly learn these answers the hard way. My heart is already a captive of the darkness. I read the fucking same thing over and over again. That's
Good job, Biggles.
So is this what happens to Sora in the first game, where he's just kind of laying there dead?
Well, sort of. I mean, the secret reports in the first game do give you a lot of lore on what heartless are, what hearts are, and all that kind of stuff. But it's more getting down into the deeper parts of it, where we are starting to learn more about nobodies, how nobodies are created, but also they're bringing up words like heart and body and soul. How soul is not the same thing as a person's heart. So
yeah, notice how they don't talk about their mind, and they keep referring to the way the heart is as basically how the mind works. So fuck them.
Yeah, their mind is
they're
the
hookers.
heart.
They're hookers. All right, they're all dead hookers.
May your heart be your guiding key or whatever.
Yeah, basically the heart is the entire person, and the entire personality and everything that makes the person who they are is all encapsulated in the heart.
Except Axel has a heart, and so does Sora or Roxas. You can't convince me otherwise. I've watched that whole movie. All right. In this
I need
realm
to.
where all existence has been I have just disintegrated. I have just barely managed to preserve my sense of self by continuing to think and to write. It is a place where even time has lost all meaning. Eternity is out, or eternity is as but a moment here. I must make haste. Certainly, their plans are already underway. The Heartless must be the key to unraveling this mystery. The 6 traitors were operating a laboratory that churned out those curses like butter. Oh, wait.
Wait, 6 traitors?
Turned out those cursed shadows. Yeah, his 6 apprentices.
I thought you only had 5.
He had 5 in Xehanort.
Oh.
That's 6. There you go. Not only did they generate pure blood. He's a Slytherin. Heartless from the Living Hearts, but they then use those Heartless to synthesize artificial versions of the creatures as well. These synthesis Heartless bore insignias. This is Riku in the Chain of Memories game.
Well, he's talking about the differences between pureblood Heartless and emblem Heartless. Whenever you see Heartless in the game that have the Heartless emblem on them, that means that they're artificially created Heartless, whereas purebloods kind of like
actually had the whole
like shadows and neo shadows and such that don't have any emblem on them are pure blood Heartless, and they're just totally just spawn of pure darkness, essentially.
There's also the giant one that you fought that had a hole
Mm-hmm.
in it that was in the shape of a heart.
Oh, well, I never noticed any of that. Thanks for letting me know now. And we're called emblems. Pureblood are emblems. Those Heartless act only to fulfill their instinctive needs. They single-mindedly detect hearts and swarm around them. A human command would be inefficient. The Heartless would easily steal the human's heart and use it to increase their own ranks. But what if an even stronger Heartless was given the order? If he casts aside his own soul and body and becomes a Heartless, wouldn't he be able to control the otherwise interactable Heartless? Furthermore, wouldn't he be planning to make us of the creature's instincts? If the heart-seeking Heartless have their sights set on a larger, more powerful Heartless, their ultimate goal is crystal clear. Okay, hold on. The largest heart in existence, the heart of the world. Okay, that's the Kingdom Heart, right? This is all conjecture.
I would assume so.
But it would seem he is utilizing the Heartless in his search for a path of leading to the heart of this world.
Actually, no, that's not talking about Kingdom Hearts. It's like the actual heart.
Yeah.
World.
There exists a heart in the actual.
That was the
world.
whole purpose of sealing the worlds in the first game, was to prevent them from getting into the heart of each world.
Yeah, that's where the whole thing about sealing the keyholes and how it opens, the gate to go to other worlds, but also kind of serves as a barrier protecting the world from heartless invasion, so to speak.
Oh, okay. Got it. My choice to befriend darkness here in the midst of nothingness was a sound one. The moment I stared straight ahead with a calm heart, neither rejecting darkness nor fearing it, I gained a newfound power, superhuman power, the power of darkness. It is likely Xehanort.
The power of many. Okay, I'll shut up now.
The power of darkness, she just can take a whole bunch of damage. And then
darkness is your ally.
And then she darkness is somewhere in the back of all my stuff, so I can't pull her out. Konosuba people. Konosuba. It is likely Xehanort and the others were enraptured by this power, eventually becoming its prisoners. I do not intend to allow my heart to be devoured by darkness, as they did, of course. With the new colors, I uncovered corridor of darkness that connects the realm of nothingness to the outside world. While it is still difficult to come and go as I please, my banishment is now a thing of the past. To deceive Xehanort and my apprentices, I first used my power to change forms before returning to the realm of light. As I suspected, Xehanort had become a Heartless under my name. He commands other Heartless in quest to snatch away the hearts of many different worlds.
And that's where Kingdom Hearts 1 ends, so Miz.
Okay. At the center of the hearts Xehanort had stolen was Kingdom Hearts, which attracts tremendous darkness to itself and attempts to send any and all matters back into its depth. The other 5 has disappeared. Have they become heartless like Xehanort? What the fuck? What just happened? Okay. Or did they vanish after Xehanort exploded them? Or exploited?
Wait, go back to
Exploited.
one.
Blew everybody up.
All right.
He exploded on them.
Ew.
And then they had to call HR, and he got fired. I became familiar with an unusual entity while pursuing the truth. It is the soul and the body that remain when a being lost its heart. When a being loses its heart. When a Heartless is born, the entity disappears from the realm of light to be reborn an entirely new being in a completely different realm. So that's what happens to Sora and becomes Roxas.
Yeah.
7. While we read 7,000 pages, I'm going to cry. Hold on. I'm out of water.
There's a lot of
Chunk,
these.
I need you to read this one.
Okay, you have like a minute.
I need to regain my energy. Go.
While beings born of darkness and those lacking hearts may find them convenient, it is dangerous for others to make such use of the corridors of darkness. Darkness erodes the heart. In search of a place to proceed with my research and planning away from prying, you'll have to scroll down, Biggles, eyes, I found myself in Twilight Town. It is a quiet village, forgotten in the chasm between light and darkness. I situated myself in the basement of an abandoned mansion standing beyond the woods. My underground research resulted in one new discovery after another. When a Heartless is born, the body and soul left behind are reborn into this world as a different being. They possess different intentions than their Heartless brethren, and while it is unclear what these sentient things are after, it would appear that they are responsible for much bedlam in the world. My erstwhile friend the king and his subjects, along with a hero wielding the Keyblade, are battling the Heartless even as a new threat approaches. This new threat, they have given themselves a fitting name, I suppose. These non-beings, nobodies. A great number of nobodies have lost human form, as have the Heartless, yet the nobody born of someone with a strong heart retains its shape, with but the faintest visible changes. It appears my betrayers have retained their human forms as nobodies and are gathering more followers in hopes of furthering a new scheme. Organization 13, formed of 13 nobodies with my betrayers at its core, has divided into 2. They are said to be carrying out some sort of research. Seeking to uncover the plans of this organization, I have decided to head where 6 of its members have gathered, towering over the outer limits of the realm between darkness and light, Castle Oblivion.
And here's where Chain of Memories come in.
Dun dun dun. Okay, hold on.
Yeah, it's hard. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to read when I'm like you're looking at it on a full screen monitor, but I'm seeing it in the studio and it's really small on my screen.
My bad, dude.
It's okay.
I full screen the studio, so it's
Can you do that?
There's
Yeah.
a little button, but I guess you
Ah, I see.
would, but you would still get the chat because it shows up in our thing. Because I have it overlaid.
I have YouTube pulled up as well. So.
Whoa! Stop showing off, man. No, just kidding. Okay.
You're not the only one with YouTube pulled up.
Whoa!
Take that.
That's dirty. You can't just pull it up. I mean, pull it out. Wait. Okay. So, okay. It appears that I have been too distracted. Okay. Well, that's the perfect sentence for this one, and I'm not even done with the sentence. By the behavior of Xehanort and his cohorts, and by the events occurring in their vicinity, my friend struggled to protect the realm of light from the threat of the Heartless is now over with Xehanort's Heartless going by the name of Handsome, Seeker of Darkness, defeated at last. The other wielder of the Keyblade, this hero, traveled from the world to world, sealing up keyholes and laying Heartless low. What?
He's talking about Sora here.
But what does laying Heartless low mean?
Defeating him, I guess.
Yeah, just basically defeating Heartless as he's going through his...
Burying
Finishing up
Heartless
all the
6 feet
keyholes.
under. There you go, Biggles.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Absolutely wrecking them.
Destroying them. All right. Meanwhile, the king, who is divided into the realm of darkness, worked with the Keyblade-wielding heroes to close the door to Kingdom Hearts from the realm of both darkness and light, thus holding off the threat of tremendous darkness. But there are still a great number of Heartless afoot. Organization 13 and Nobodies continue to be active in the shadows. Indeed, the world is still very dangerous. We must find a way to do battle with these enemies. Thus, I will both make amends and have my revenge. We need revenge. It is for this reason that I infiltrated Castle Oblivion. It consists of 13 floors and above 12 floors below ground, with the contents of its white room. That's racist. You can't have white rooms. Transforming in response to its visitors' memories. Organization 13 conducting experiments on memories here. Subject in these experiments, a girl named Namine, appeared to possess extreme unusual abilities. Were they attempting to derive something from these powers? Refusing to be distracted by Organization 13, I had returned to my own secret research when a new visitor appeared to the castle today. It was Sora, the Keyblade-wielding hero who had defeated Ansem and his companions. Deep underground, the stench of darkness arose. All the players are coming together, it would seem. I'm dying here. Ugh.
All
right.
this reading, your throat's not used to it.
I know I can't read more than 3 sentences a day. I should have expected nothing less from a Keyblade-wielding hero. Sora and friends defied the bigger word of machinations of Organization 13 and rescued Namine. Namine was a witch who controlled the memories of others. You can't just call her a witch, man. She was very nice.
But she also was tampering with Sora's memories, so...
Fuck Sora. Most likely, these powers were achieved through a special process when she was born. Namine is a nobody, created when a young girl's heart left her body. Yet she has no corresponding Heartless. This is because the young girl was a princess. Kairi, a resident of Radiant Gardens, over which I had ruled, was one of the 7 princesses that upheld the realm of light.
Oh, so Kairi was from Radiant Gardens?
I guess so, even though they were living in Traverse Town, I thought.
Destiny
Or
Island.
no, yeah, they were living on the islands, you know?
Well, there was mention that Kairi arrived there, that she wasn't really born there.
Those bastards.
Yeah.
With no darkness in her heart, Kairi produced no Heartless, and instead of vanishing, her body remained in the realm of light. In other words, both the nobody called Namine and the Heartless, proof of lost heart, are extremely unstable, being who lacks body needs to produce a nobody. Therefore, they also lack Kairi's memory. One reason for this may be that Kairi's heart did not return to the darkness when separated from her body, but rather migrated to another vessel, deep within Sora's heart. That's it. Naminé is the alter ego of Kairi, who is directly interfered with Sora's heart. Could this be why Sora and those whose hearts are connected to him were able to have their memories controlled? She is a non-being in the truest sense of the word, having not even become a true nobody, and with nowhere left to go, she is but the most fleeting of shadows. So basically, Naminé is Kairi, but not Kairi, because Kairi doesn't have a nobody.
Well, it gets very technical when talking about Naminé and how she is Kairi's nobody, because she is Kairi's nobody, but it's not in the usual way where somebody with a strong heart, succumbs to darkness or whatever. They become a heartless, and then the empty shell that is left behind becomes their nobody.
Yeah.
If you remember go ahead, Ronan.
In Chain of Memories, they didn't even call Naminé a heartless. I forgot what they actually called, or
They
a
called her a
nobody.
witch. They were racist.
Well, it wasn't even that. They called her something else, and it wasn't a nobody. I forgot what it was.
They called her a witch.
But we do.
Kairi's heartless is the girl from Wish. Is that the girl you now? Is there a movie called Wish, or is that the girl you order on Wish? Where it's like, I ordered this Kairi, and it's someone else completely. It's a different. It's a different toy. Like,
I was just reading it and trying to interpret whether or not it was a spoiler or not, and then I got the joke. But in the first game, how we saw Kairi, but she was still semi-conscious, but she was unresponsive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's because she lost her heart, but she didn't lose her heart in the traditional sense where, she gets attacked by Heartless or something like that, and whatever. It was right at the very beginning of the game when Destiny Islands is basically, is being sucked up in that giant black hole.
Mm-hmm.
And there's just darkness covering the entire island and stuff. And you see her in the cave, and the door breaks open, and she kind of flies at Sora and then just kind of fades away. That's the moment when she lost her heart, but it wasn't in that usual sense that her heart entered into Sora in that moment. So you could say that it was also in that moment that Naminé was also created. But it's just not in the same manner as other people are created into nobodies as well.
Got it.
It's very confusing.
It went all that went over Biggles' head.
Yeah, I get it.
Which is why Naminé isn't an anagram of Kairi. Like everybody else has their name is just a mixed up version of their former name with an X in it.
Mm-hmm.
It's because she's not a typical nobody.
I'm dying here. Okay, Sora went to sleep in order to recover the memories he lost in Castle Oblivion. It would take quite some time to bring back all the memories he had created in his lifetime, but Organization 13 held sway over Castle Oblivion. Sora would need to be kept somewhere more secure. I persuaded Naminé to move the slumbering Sora to Twilight Town for safekeeping. Naminé, as I had written here before, she is most unusual being. Born of the same process as a nobody, but lacking virtually all the elements of a nobody. Perhaps she continues drawing in hopes of capturing that which she lacks, the memories of others, especially Sora. I have arrived at a hypothesis. I believe that Naminé was born a special type of nobody when Sora attacked himself with the Keyblade, causing his and Kairi's heart to leave their bodies simultaneously. Naminé emerged as Kairi's nobody, but the body and soul necessary to exist as the nobody belongs to Sora. Sora When a person's heart is stolen, a heartless is born with no sense of self, and the body and soul left behind gives rise to a nobody. But what if one willingly releases the heart from its own body? Sora and Xehanort retained their selfhood even after becoming a heartless. Then there is Kairi and Naminé. Kairi was an exceptional for having had no darkness in her heart. Also exceptional was that her heart, once freed, migrated to a new vessel, Sora. The combination of these two uh, theological? No, theoretical. Yeah, theoretically. That was the word I was trying to say. Unlikely, expected, or exceptions may be behind this abnormality or anomaly. There are matters I must attend to while Sora is sleeping. A new ally has appeared on the scene, Riku. So this is what Chunk was just explaining. Was 10.
Yeah, although I
Yeah.
do stand corrected. She was created this when Sora released his heart in Hollow Bastion in the first game, not on the islands. So,
Uh-oh.
which
Aha!
is
Dang it,
also
Chuck, you're getting your facts wrong now.
Our
Wait,
War Master has failed.
which is also the same time when Roxas was created as well. So,
Hot. Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking saying random words now. I was reunited with an old friend at Castle Oblivion, but was unable to disclose my identity. If he knew the situation, he would likely try to stop me from carrying out my revenge. As much as I would dearly love to converse with him as the old days, that is now a dream. I think he's talking about Mickey. My friend has been fighting in the realm of darkness. Most likely, he found his way there through Traverse Town. Like Castle Oblivion, that village also rests in the cleft between the light and the dark. It consists of the remnants of the world whose heart have been stolen by the heartless. It is where those who have barely escaped the destruction of their worlds eventually find themselves. The realm between is quite unstable, with corridors of darkness appearing from time to time. Whenever a world disappears, some of its inhabitants must arrive here through these corridors. Surely Sora travels through the same corridors of darkness when he first came to Traverse Town. It seems my friend fighting in the realm of darkness appears in Castle Oblivion through the corridors of darkness constructed by Organization 13. My new ally, Riku, also affects his return. All right, so it is definitely talking about Mickey. Via one of these corridors, he swore to me he would give his all for his best friend Sora. In fact, Sora's memories have been slowed to return. Thus, I have asked Riku to bring me another. To bring me another Sora, his nobody. Sora is indispensable if I am to achieve my goal. I require the Keyblade wielding hero to fly through the realm of light and defeat Organization 13. All right, so basically, he's like, I ran into Mickey, he had Riku, and now we need him to go kick ass. All right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Apart from Naminé, nobody's retained their memories of their time as human, but Sora's nobody, Roxas, has lost Sora's memory. This is likely because Sora at the time as a Heartless was short. Having recovered his heart and returned to his human form soon after leaving behind Roxas, his nobody, it would seem Roxas is much like Naminé. Naminé is Kairi's nobody, but came into being via soul or Sora's soul and body.
mm-hmm.
I read that backwards, but who cares? Likely, Roxas is Sora's nobody, but was left behind because Sora's Heartless regained human form using Kairi's heart instead of his own. It may be that Sora's memories are slow to return because the half of him that is Roxas is still lacking. I must convert Roxas into data and return him to Sora. As a member of Organization 13, it was exceedingly difficult to bring Roxas in. Having lost to Roxas once, Riku laid everything on the line and used the power of darkness in their second battle, only just managing to bring Roxas back with him. But Organization 13 grew ever nearer. Here, Twilight Town is where Roxas was reborn as a nobody. This is where Roxas first encountered Organization 13 and joined its ranks. They are bound to search this place thoroughly. First, I shall convert all of Twilight Town into a data and construct a world duplicate. In Sora's memory, I shall replace Roxas within that world to live out his days and regain those memories. This is the 358/2 days, right?
No, this was the prologue.
The prologue.
Prologue, yeah, the prologue took place in a data version of Twilight Town, which is why things got so screwy and people kept popping in and out, and time would stop every once in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
There is little time. Make organization schemes must be making steady progress as well. So that's the Riku fight and then the prologue. Tomorrow, Sora awakens. My long drawn out revenge is nearing its end. Xehanort, who took everything away from me through as a heartless, he is no more as the leader of Organization 13. His ambitions, once again, is to capture Kingdom Hearts, the most colossal heart of all. His heartless had attempted to drown out the great darkness of Kingdom Hearts, created by the hearts of all the worlds. His nobody, however, is now almost finished gathering human hearts to be assimilated into Kingdom Hearts as well. The fool. Only one mystery remains. How did Xehanort manage to open the door that appears in the basement of my castle? No. Any theories? What?
Posited.
Posited now, when everything is nearing completion, would be meaningless. Roxas, Ansem, Naminé, they defy all logic, yet there they are. Singular exceptions to the rule. The theories proposed by me and by Organization 13 have been blown to pieces by a handful of strong-hearted individuals. Sora, Kairi, Riku. Ah, yes, Riku. Though his heart and its weakness making it prone to darkness, he found support in the hopes he discovered beyond suffering. This hope allows him to stand his ground and turn the darkness in his heart from an enemy into a great weapon. When all this is over, it is my fervent hope that he will be able to return with Sora to his island. If I can, I should like to return to Radiant Gardens to look up once more upon beautiful water, the lovely flowers, and the hopeful smiles of the people. Dear King, my friend, I believe that at some point in time you will come across. Oh, I almost had to sneeze. Come across these my truthful accounts. How I wish I could have chatted with you again. Forgive me. Or wait, hold on. I was a fool obsessed with revenge. Forgive me. Okay. So that's everything.
That's yeah, these secret reports are, they're interesting, but they really just serve to kind of give people some clarification to some of the things going on in the story. I think the juiciest bit of information in here in these Ansem reports were revealing who Ansem's other apprentices were, other than Xehanort. So yeah.
Yeah, we get to learn who the fuck they are.
Mm-hmm. Very interesting.
Yeah, I like the clarification and backstory on some of the stuff, especially once it got into like Chain of Memories and like some of the prologue for Kingdom Hearts 2.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, Kingdom Hearts only has one of the most convoluted storylines, so let's put in some way in the game to help make it easier for people to understand what's going on.
I mean, like my current playthrough of Metaphor Refantasio is on on my channel, right? And I haven't looked at any of the notes yet, and there's like even more notes than my completed game of Kingdom Hearts so far.
Good
And
God.
I'm only like maybe like 16 hours in, if that, maybe. No. I can't be that far in. I got to be maybe like 9 hours in. No, I think I am 16 hours in because each video was like 3 hours. Or not, like 2 hours, anyways. And I'm on like 7 already. So the bigger question is, when did Nort take over as Ansem?
Probably when Ansem the Wise got thrown into the world of darkness. And Xehanort probably became a Heartless, and just in a Heartless version probably just decided to take the name.
No, we will see. We will see.
Oh, what? It gets explained in one of the games.
It gets explained in Kingdom Hearts 72, which is actually the 80th game of the series.
And it doesn't come out until everyone is long and dead.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We're going to get GTA 6 before Kingdom Hearts 4.
I doubt it.
We have yet to get anything else about Kingdom Hearts 4 apart from the reveal trailer.
Yeah, that's already at least it's already over what 2 or 3 years old.
Yeah, 3 I think, maybe 2. And we're guaranteed GTA 6 coming out next year.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Well, we've been going for 2 hours and 15 minutes. I think this is our second longest breakdown.
Well, there's a lot to this.
So thank you all for being here, you guys. How do we want to end this? I don't have my videos anymore of Krista, so we can't end it that way.
I don't know.
All right, we'll do it this way. Everyone make fun of Ronin because why not?
Make fun of Biggles.
I'll take Kingdom Hearts origin game, honestly, outside of all these characters. That would be fun. Like, who made... Well, isn't that kind of Birth by Sleep? Because it's like characters from like way long ago or something like that? I don't know.
Apparently the mobile games went even like before.
Yeah, the whole story of Union Cross kind of serves as the origins of everything, which is huge. That story is so big. I mean, outside of all like the little
So big
cutscenes and
story
stuff.
that they just tossed in a mobile game.
Yeah, there's so much with Union Cross, outside of all the filler in that game. But however, I don't know if like because there's videos that you can just watch of Union Cross and all the cutscenes, but it's like fucking 12 hours long or something.
Well, heck, they already listed the game, so you couldn't even play it if you wanted.
Yeah, I mean,
Which
you
I don't
could
even
just
think
watch
it
them
was
on your phone,
cool.
but I mean, it's all on YouTube now.
Yeah.
All right, you guys. Thank you all for being here. What's her name is the best character?
Larcene.
Larcene. Yeah, that's how you say her name. Larcene is the best character. And the
Who's
best
Ronan's favorite character?
He doesn't have any. He doesn't like anybody.
Nobody's would be Axel. Other than that, probably Sora, because you spend the most time with Sora.
Lame, basic bitch Ronin. All right, bye everybody.
Bye.